Quadrilaterals. Our objective. At the end of this presentation, we should be able to describe the different kind of quadrilaterals. Let's start. What is a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. They are classified according to the number of sides of parallel sides they have. What are the properties of quadrilateral? Number 1 property of a quadrilateral is that a quadrilateral has 4 sides, 4 angles, and 4 vertices. Next, a quadrilateral can be a regular or irregular. Third, the sum of all the interior angles of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degrees. What are the kinds of quadrilaterals? The first one is the general quadrilateral, which states that general quadrilateral is a quadrilateral with no pair of parallel sides. Trapezoid. Trapezoid is quadrilateral with exactly 1 pair of parallel sides. Their opposite sides are parallel, and the adjacent angles adds up to 180 degrees. So let's say that this is trapezoid A, B, C, and D. And we name this as our angle A and angle D. Side BC is parallel to side AD. So we can write this as side BC is parallel to side AD. And side BC has an opposite side of side AD. Now, the adjacent angle adds up to 180 degrees. Always remember that the angles that are consecutive in a quadrilateral is always supplementary. Therefore, angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees. Under trapezoid is the isosceles trapezoid. Isosceles trapezoid is a trapezoid with congruent non-parallel sides. So let's say that this is isosceles trapezoid A, B, C, D. Again, side BC is parallel to side AD. And angle A is congruent to angle D. Now, side AB is congruent to side DC. So these are the two congruent non-parallel sides of the isosceles trapezoid. So we can write this as side AB is congruent or equal to side DC. Therefore, if side AB measures 5 meters, side DC also measures 5 meters. Next is the parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides. Opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are equal. And the opposite angles are equal. So let's say that this is our parallelogram A, B, C, D. Then I'll be renaming these angles as angles A, B, C, and D. Now, when you say parallelogram, it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. So let's say side AD, this side, is parallel to side BC. And side AB is parallel to side DC. According to the definition, the opposite sides are parallel and the opposite sides are equal. Therefore, we can write this also as side AB is equal to side BC, same as side AB is equal to side BC. So, if our side AD measures 10 meters, side BC also 10 meters. If side AB measures 15 meters, side DC will also measures 15 meters. Now, for the angles, the opposite angles are equal. So, the opposite angle of angle A is angle C. So, we can write this as angle A is equal to angle C. Same as with angle B, the opposite angle of angle B is angle B. So, we can write this as angle B is equal to angle D. Therefore, if angle B measures 135 degrees, angle D also measures 135 degrees. If angle A measures 45 degrees, angle C also measures 45 degrees. Rectangle. A rectangle is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. The opposite sides are parallel, the opposite sides are equal, and all angles are equal and measures 90 degrees. A parallelogram is actually a slanted rectangle. That's why there are some properties of rectangle that is also visible on the parallelogram. The only difference is the measurement of the angles. So let's say that this is rectangle A, B, C, and D. Again, the opposite sides are parallel. So we can write this as side AD is parallel to side BC. Side AB is also parallel to side BC. And since they are parallel, they are also equal. So we can write this as side AD is equal to side BC. Side AB is equal to side DC. So if BC measures 3 cm, AD also measures 3 cm. If AB measures 5 cm, DC measures also 5 cm. Now, angle A, angle B, and angle C, and angle D are all 90 degrees. So we can write this as angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D, wherein the measurement of the angles are 90-degree angle. Next is the rhombus. A rhombus is a parallelogram with 4 equal sides. The opposite sides are parallel and the opposite angles are equal. Another interesting thing is that the diagonals or the dashed line meet in the middle at the right angle. In other words, they bisect or cut into half each other at right angles. So let's say that this is a rhombus A, B, C, D, wherein this is angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Now, according to the definition, the rhombus is a parallelogram with 4 sides which are equal. So, meaning this side is congruent or equal to this side, is also equal to this side and this side. So, we can write this as side AD is equal to side BC is equal to side AD is equal to side DC. Now, the opposite sides are parallel. So, therefore, we can say that side AD is parallel to side BC. And side AB is parallel to side BC. So this should be AB. Next is the opposite angles are equal. So again, angle A is congruent or equal to angle C, and angle B is equal to angle D. So we can write this as angle A is equal to angle C, and angle B is equal to angle D. Now, we have the word bisector or the diagonal. So the diagonals are actually a dashed line which cuts the rhombus into two equal parts, and the intersection form a 90-degree angle. Next is a square. A square is a parallelogram with four equal sides. The opposite sides are parallel. A square also fits the definition of a rectangle. All angles are 90 degrees. And a rhombus, all sides are equal in length. So let's say that this is a square A, B, C, D. The rhombus is actually a slanted square. That's why, again, there are definitions or properties of rhombus that is visible in square. But again, the difference is that the angles of a square are equal and all measures 90 degrees. So we can say that this side is equal to this side, is equal to this side, and also equal to this side. So we can write it as side AD is equal to side BC is equal to side AB is equal to side BC. Opposite angles are again parallel. So we can write this as side AD is parallel to side BC and side AB is parallel to side BC. Now again, the angles of a square are all equal by 90-degree angle. So we can write this as angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D, wherein A, B, and C are equal to 90 degrees. Last is the kite. A kite is a quadrilateral with two distinct pair of adjacent congruent sides. So let's say this is kite A, B, C, D. The adjacent side of side AB is side C. So we can write this as side AB is congruent or equal to side CB. Side AD is adjacent to side CD. So we can write this as side AD is congruent to side CD. So that means if your AB is 10 centimeter, CB is also 10 centimeter. And if AD is 15 centimeter, CD is also 15 centimeter. So let's have our quadrilateral diagram. So for the parallelogram, we have two pairs of parallel sides. The rectangle has four right angles and opposite sides are equal. Same property we have for the square. And for the rhombus, the opposite sides are equal and all sides are equal, which is all about the rhombus. Now, let's analyze carefully the diagram. So, a quadrilateral can be a trapezoid, a parallelogram, and a kite. A trapezoid can be an isosceles trapezoid. A parallelogram can be a rhombus, a rectangle, and a square. Now, an isosceles trapezoid will always be a trapezoid. And a trapezoid will always be a quadrilateral. A square will always be a rhombus. A rectangle will always be a parallelogram. A rhombus will always be also a parallelogram. Therefore, square, rhombus, rectangle, and parallelogram are always a quadrilateral. A kite is always a quadrilateral. Now let's try it. Let's determine whether the following statement is always true, sometimes true, or not true. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral. So since a parallelogram is a quadrilateral, so the arrow is going up from parallelogram to quadrilateral, therefore, we can write this as always true. So the technique is, if the arrow is going up or your polygon is going up on the diagram, it is always true. If it is going down, it is sometimes true. Next, a quadrilateral is a kite. A quadrilateral is a kite. So this is going down. That's why this is sometimes true. A trapezoid is a kite. So obviously, trapezoid will not be a kite. So this is not true. A rectangle is a parallelogram. So a rectangle is a parallelogram. So that is going up. So this is always true. A rhombus is a square. So a rhombus is a square. So that is going down. So this is sometimes true. An isosceles trapezoid is a quadrilateral. So an isosceles trapezoid is a quadrilateral. So this is always true. A square is a rhombus. So a square is a rhombus. So we have going up. So this is always true again. A kite is a trapezoid. So a kite is a trapezoid. So obviously this is not true. A rectangle is a rhombus. So obviously a rectangle is not a rhombus. So this is not a rhombus. And a square is a rectangle. So a square is a rectangle. So this is always true. Thank you.